We're sitting comfortably, in our zone, as if when the earthquake and the tsunami come, it will knock on your door first and ask you, hold on, I just want to think. I think when the tsunami and the earthquake come, it will knock on your door first and ask you, say, are you PNP or JLP? Or maybe it will ask you, say, do you believe in God, Jesus Christ, or Jaja, or Allah, or Buddha? Or you think it will ask you, are you a part of the ancestral? You think it will ask you any question? Me just want to ask you. When you think it will knock on the door and find out who you are first? It not going to knock on your door when you try to put your child in one bucket so they can float. Because the fisherman, them go do none of the boat, them not going to do that for nobody. Because go what? Anyway. Some people call this fear-mongering, right? Then explain. If I'm fear-mongering Jamaica, let me talk to some people with common sense. Not even want you you not even have to have a sixth grade. You don't even have to leave primary school to understand this. So let me talk to everybody. You not even have to have a high school diploma. If you say I'm fear-mongering, which is may cause fear and panic, please explain to me why a permit was signed on June 17, 2025, right over a known earthquake fault line near a volcanic ridge, with a drill or drop deadline of January 17, 2026. Is that a lie, or is that the kind of truth your pastor and politician too afraid to tell you? Is that what them too afraid to tell you now? If I was lying, right? Why the government so quiet? Why no press conference to deny anything? Why NEPA not release the full environmental data? Yeah, me know so them a drill already. But Jamaica no believe me. Them a drill. And that's why when I feel the effects of it, the seas are rising, everything is speaking out. When I watch the animal, them know say something a come in it. Them know say something a come. They know say something terrible a come. Them know say something a come. Me see some sitting in the hills where me never see before. Cause them have run. The animals them are run for safety. Me say, why Jamaica not drilling where it's geologically safe? You know what's sad, Jamaica? Let me tell you what something else was supposed to make them mad and angry. You see which part them are drill? Them have something called the yellow tuna. The yellow tuna is worth more than the oil where them are drill. One fish is about 3,000 to 10,000 US dollar. One fish. One rotted fish. They're going to analyze all of that. Anyway, that should make them mad. Because it's not about the oil, it's about eradicate. That tells me it's about putting it upon an extinction list. On a notice there, them only call it fear when truth threaten their money. They're not afraid of fear. They're afraid of you waking up people. Because if even 500 vendors, 300 mechanic, 200 school teacher, 100 mother, 50 rasta and 30 youth from Garrison stand up and say we're not dead for the aisle, then the whole Babylon shake. You say me a spread fear. Good, you should be afraid. Because your silence is more deadly than an earthquake. Your ignorance is more violent than a volcano. And your loyalty to politician is more dangerous than a tsunami. So if they still call it lies, my dear, anybody was to me I tell lie and don't believe me, I dare you, I challenge you publicly. Pull up the geological fault line map of Jamaica right now. Anybody can go up on Google. Pull up the geological fault line map of Jamaica right now. I dare you. Pull up the United Oil and Gas press releases right now. I dare you. Pull up the drilling block coordinates right now. I dare you. Pull up the USGS data right now. I dare you. Pull up the NEPA environmental impact report. If you can find it, a good thing. Me have them on voice note to admit them things. Bring your facts and I will bring the ancestor, the science, the spirit and let the people decide because me have the proof. On only one silent because why? Truth spoken with fire equal revolution. I'm not fear-mongering, I'm just warning the sleeping before their coffin come underwater. I will advise all the morgues that's on the low level, like if you're in a Port Murray area, want to find a place in the hills to so they can collect up the dead them because them are gonna need, all of the mark them. So miss by your son in Port Murray, you're gonna get washed away. So you have to go find a second location on higher ground, so when the bodies them start float, you can go collect them. Because it's going to be plenty bodies for to collect. You're going to need plethora of body bags. When you think COVID did bad, and you think when you see the whole heap of body bag, them line up in New York, unknown people, unmarked, and you think it bad, they can oppose, it's no problem. They can always oppose, my brothers and sisters. We've had fishermen come on this platform and confirm what's going on the sea. Fishermen, that they see it first, came on this platform and confirmed. You have fishermen who was on the, actually went out on the oil rigging boats. There's some of them that were able to go on the exploration, saw what they were doing. Okay, you have people that know about the area that came on here and spoke about what's going on out there. I only una alone blind and sleeping. Oh, you think me get the voice note? The voice note was sent to me when the fisherman them call up NEPA, and NEPA admit in the blank voice note, NEPA say the Pedro Bank area is bigger than Jamaica and there's plenty fault line, but them can't tell you which part them do them drilling thing. Can you imagine NEPA? That's their response. When they don't believe me, I don't have to believe me, man. Me soon bust the voice note on the internet. Well, I want self. You soon bust on the internet. Great awakening.
The line of argument that I hear you with, you are so interested in us and all of us as Jamaican, but it seems like other people do not understand. And I have to commend you. For the wonderful work and the eye-opener that you are giving to us.
That all. You have to give thanks to the source and the ancestors. Because that's not my doing. I love my people, but that's not all my doing. We can't take just credit for that. The source, the creator, and the ancestors are at work.
So me not right with what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say you are right, but I'm going to agree. You're right. I am here doing the work. However, I like to also give great gratitude to the source and my ancestors for always being there.
So, is your ancestors give you some of that information?
Say again?
No, so if it's your ancestors give you most of that information.
If you understand how the ancestors work, they'll lead you towards information. You go find it, but they're gonna lead you towards it.
Yes, ma'am. So I heard you saying the detrimental that Jamaica going to go through. But what I'm saying to you, I think I am older than you, but I don't have the evidence and the research that you did to compare to what I did. But I remember the slave trade organization and what did come out of the slave trade organization. And this is another event, the second biggest event, including what is going on now with the slave trade organization. I don't know if you agree with me. Do you agree?
Agree about what?
I agree about the slave trade organization when Africa cry out that him lose millions of people, like the European and other people say them gain a large majority of wealth.
So you're talking about Africa and you're talking about Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, Mali, Niger and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about? The kingdoms of Africa are the 54 countries. What exactly are we talking about? So we can't know. We're
talking about the slave trade organization. That's what we go through.
You're talking about there's a lot of slave trade happening now. You're talking about the Arabs that enslaved Africa, Kebulan. You're talking about the transatlantic slave trade. Which one exactly are you referring to?
I am referring to the transatlantic slave that we were involved in.
But right now we're not talking about that. We're talking about what am I do to Jamaica, and Jamaica is at the brink of extinction. The same colonial masters are at work. It's just no longer with chains and whips.
Well, that's the same thing I'm comparing, because to the amount of loss of life that you are referring to, that's going to compare to the slave trade. That's what I'm saying. You see where I'm at, ma'am? If I'm wrong, tell me that I'm wrong, you know.
Okay, Go ahead. Go ahead, Fresh.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I think
Great
the elder
knowledge.
is not. Yeah, the elder, Grand Rising to the brothers and sisters. Almost 300 a while ago. We check while now the petition has passed 200. We are hoping that tomorrow morning we can have those figures up more. We have to sign the petition. As far as what we're discussing, Elder, we are discussing factual information that Fifth Element is putting forth that has been put out there for us to learn. But we are so distracted with the school bus and all of the old happenings and earthly possession with them offer us. We're going to lose an island with this careless action of drilling without explaining to us. Do a referendum, give us the choice so we can decide whether we want oil or land. That is what we are talking about tonight. So sign the petition, brothers and sisters, and make we get this thing up. Remember, we're using diplomacy, and them can't say we don't inform them because they figure more or less that this destruction is going to be for their benefits. But because we're not getting none of the spoils, we don't have nothing to cry for. The only thing we're going to weep over is the brothers and sisters them who caught up in them vanity possession and say them a destroy the earth when them drill for oil by fracking. Our little island right there is not something that's on a continental level like Nigeria and it big. Yeah, whether or not we believe that they need to give us the right. Not they had to give us. We have the right to know what is going on. So there's some things on the petition that you're asking. Halt it. Stop it for a minute. Let us look at it geographically and see territorially about the basin if it really going to cause a catastrophe. If it is going to cause a catastrophe and they're foolish enough to continue with it, remember, we the people have the right to stand up and deal with our governance. We are the government. We have given authority to some of the brothers and sisters, and they themselves are not in control. We have several mechanisms. The petition is a notification to the rest of the brothers and sisters out there, whether they be in the JDF, JCF, nurse, lawyer, doctor, teacher. The house where you work for, you're not going to have it. The car that you're buying, you're not going to have to drive it. Land and oil is two different things. I rest my case.